Hello, welcome to today's webinar. You're welcome. I can see from Kehinde, from Franklin, welcome on board. I'm happy to see you from Bekisu. Welcome. It's my pleasure having you here this evening for this session. Let's tell everybody from wherever they are to tune in. From Adenike, from Fumi, you're welcome. From Rosemary, you're welcome. Tell everybody from everywhere to come in, join us. Today we'll be talking about AI for pharmacy success. Last week we had quite an interesting session where we looked at AI advantage for pharmacy. This is a continuation of that, and by next week we are going to have the concluding part of the series. It was supposed to be just one session, but we're able to move it down to 3 sessions so that we can learn more and more and more. Last week I mentioned something about maybe we should write a book. Maybe we'll attempt that today, okay? From Fatima, you're welcome. From Juliet, you're welcome. From Rabi, you are welcome. From IB, you're welcome. It's nice to see you guys. From Fatima Jibril, you are welcome. It's my pleasure to have you here. We don't have to spend a lot of time waiting for everyone. When they come, they will join us. And whoever misses will join the replay. The Alps official, unfortunately, is not able to join us due to other competing activities. So we'll just carry on from here. From Olumide, you're welcome. Wow, my teacher, my trainer, one of my trainers as an intern from Mommy Margaret Van. It's nice to see you here, ma. From Salamatu, Habs National, you're welcome. It's my pleasure to have you guys here. I'm quite very excited that I'm seeing senior colleagues also joining us in this session. So I think we should get started. I want to, as much as possible, make tonight's event not too long. Last week we had almost 2 hours. We need to rest. I actually have been busy too. I was in the field supervising malaria, seasonal malaria chemo prevention. So I just came back. So I also need some rest, but then I'm committed to this profession and I get it. I need to ensure that everything gets in order. All right, so let me share my screen. Bring this up. We're going to be doing some practical demonstrations. So are you seeing my screen? If you are seeing my screen, let me know. Let me also join from here on my phone to see if, oh, good. So we are live here. Okay, good. From Rainatu, from Anya Cho, Edith, you're welcome. From Babagana, it's so interesting to see that we have 30 people already. Last week we peaked at 150. That's quite interesting. Well, quite exciting that we could get that large number of people to attend the webinar. I'm happy that we are taking on this challenge head on. So welcome to today's session. We'll be talking on AI for pharmacy success. Last week we talked about AI advantage for pharmacists. Here we are looking at from routine to revenue. We're going to look at how perhaps we could make money using AI for ourselves. We could see how you could improve our practice, and in different ways we're going to use it. And like I said, today is planned to be a short presentation, 1 hour, and we should be done and we should leave. Okay, maybe we might even get to a level of writing a book, writing an ebook that will help us. Okay, so today's promise, what are you going to gain in today's session? We are going to learn how to automate routine pharmacy tasks. We are going to enhance our patient experience. We are going to unlock new income opportunities. And we're also going to see real life tools and demo. Let me say beforehand that we have limited time. 1 hour is not enough for us to have everything that we need to know about AI for pharmacy. So there are opportunities where you are going to learn more and more about that, where we are going to spend a lot of time doing that. But for tonight, we'll see how much we can maximize to ensure that we are able to give you the very best we can even this evening. So some people didn't join the last week, so they may be in this week. But let's remind ourselves, why is it important that we should consider AI as pharmacists? Why is it really important? We are overburdened by manual processes. There are lots of activities that we need to do that requires us to work manually. Okay, so it's overwhelming. We are humans. We can get tired. We can get sick. We can get burdened. We have other things that may be in our life apart from pharmacy. So imagine everything we are doing manually, the workload is killing. So if workload is killing and we have a tool that can help us, why not take advantage of it? Then, of course, there's also more expectation. The expectation of which patients have of us is increasing. And like I mentioned last week, many patients are also having access to some of these tools that we're talking about. So if you as a pharmacist, you are not at par, you're not enlightened, you're not in a position where you can quickly get some things done, you may be blabbing, maybe not be able to serve your patient well. And again, it will show that you're not good enough for them. And we don't want that situation. So what AI does is it helps you with some of the tasks so that you can improve and build yourself up to get better at what you do. So, and again, looking at it again, that patients need personalized service. They want you to talk to them as individuals, not as a patient, but as the patient that you have as of that time. So with AI and some tools, you can make these things so personalized and very easy and efficient that they will see you as one super pharmacist. Then there's also increased competition. Our job is supposed to be altruistic, where we say we are doing it for the sake of humanity, but everybody is doing it for the sake of humanity. But again, we have some profit that we want to make from out of what we do. And even other people from other professions are also coming into our place. They are competing with us one way or another. Your knowledge of AI can stand you out in the market. Then, of course, we need to be profitable. We need to be relevant. And that is one area where pharmacists we are lagging behind. But I'm happy that many pharmacists actually out there doing one thing or another. I started this issue of getting pharmacists onto the online space since 2014. That's quite a long time, over 11 years now. I actually created my website, Pharmacy MBA, and MBA stands for M for money, B for business, A for altruism. But it was a lot tug of war. 2022, I held a summit, helping, expecting that pharmacists would take advantage of it. But again, we didn't get that much. But I'm just happy that now many of us are awakening. So we need to be more relevant than we are. That's the truth. We are too much in the background. Many people, the truth is, many people think that pharmacists are trained to read doctors' handwriting. I repeat, many people think that pharmacists, the training we get is how to read doctors' handwriting. Although that impression is improving, but it's something that is generally. So it's like, what else do you do? I used to share this story about a senior colleague was doing his internship in local Jordan, and a patient came, not a patient relative, a caregiver came to get drugs for his patient, and when as pharmacists, when you see prescription irregularity and things that didn't go well, you want to talk to your colleague and say, what is happening? What is this doctor writing? Then the patient caregiver got angry and said, please attend to me. You can settle your problems later with the doctor. If he knew the importance of a pharmacist and on that prescription, he won't say that. So the pharmacist now told him that, no worry, We can go ahead and settle our difference with the doctor when you have gone with the drugs, but by then your patient will be dead. That's when you now looked at, you mean, So we need to increase our relevance. And one of the ways which we can do that is going online. The online space has created a level playing ground for everybody. So you can become more relevant by what you do. Not necessarily online. You can do it in the, how do you put it, in the physical, in the offline. But AI can also increase your output, increase what you are able to do. We're going to say it today. I think last week we did something like that, but today we're going to do. Oh, okay, no. Next week we're talking about branding, personal branding. So next week we're going to dwell so much on this part of the what's it called? Of using AI. Yes, next week we're going to talk about how to be relevant. Okay, but AI can help us to be relevant and can help us to be profitable, especially for those of us who are running businesses, whether community pharmacy or any kind of business that we are running. AI can help us with profitability. Now, what are the common challenges that we are having? I mentioned it as we were talking in the last slide. It's time-consuming tasks, documentation, inventory, repetitive queries. We also have limited patient reach, especially in our environment here, where you see when a doctor sees 30 patients, 40 patients in a day, they are complaining. But you as a pharmacist, you are seeing almost all the patients that all the doctors see. So you see, we are the short, not short really. Yeah, the shortage of pharmacists. So we are overworked. So we are not even able to help our patient to the extent that we want to help them. We have limited time to spend with them. Many times the best we can say is take 3 times daily and stuff like that. You see, so with AI, we can improve upon that. Then, of course, our income, our pay is very low, as all of you will agree. And now with the doctors fighting us up and down, the pay disparity is also very wide. So what if you could improve your income through other means? AI can help you achieve that, okay? So AI is now here to help you as your assistant, your pharmacy assistant. AI can help you in several different ways to solve different problems. In your business, in your practice, in creating relevance, profitability, work, even your personal life, AI can help you in several different ways. So first, what is AI? For those who are just coming for the first time, who don't know much about AI, AI are machines, especially computers simulating human intelligence. Computers simulating human intelligence. So a human being can see, computers can see. A human being can hear, computer can hear. A human being can touch, computers now touch and have feelings. Okay? But most importantly, which is the one that we use quite often, is the fact that human beings can think. We can reason. We can put things together and come up with a decision. Now computers do exactly that. So what we are saying is now machines, computers can now act and do the things that humans can do. Now that's actually has created fear in the society. It has created fear. People now think that computer will replace you. No, AI is not here to replace you. AI is here to empower you. I like to share this often. You see, there's this common saying that AI will take over your job. No, AI will not take over your job. A person using AI will take over your job. A person using AI will take over your job. So what it means is you need to be relevant with AI so that the person who is using AI and you will be on the same level. They will not take over your job. And of course, AI, as a result of people using AI, a lot of jobs will go obsolete. Remember when the computer came, typists became obsolete? Yeah, it's going to happen. It's even happening now. Recently, Chodek is a logistic company, but they are into food. They laid off 86 out of 120 staff that they have. Why? Because they started using AI. So somebody in the organization is now using AI and has taken over the job of the other people. So you need to make yourself relevant, even as pharmacists, where there are tools that now can talk to people and give them counseling, which you as a pharmacist usually do. Okay? So we need to empower ourselves to make ourselves relevant using AI one way or another. Okay, so and if you're using AI, it will reduce your workload, it will enhance your productivity, and of course, create space for you to grow. And for many of us, it's helping us generate income. Every month, there's something I created using AI. Every month, I get money in dollars. It may not be millions of dollars, but without doing anything else on that thing I created, every month I earn something, which is also an advantage of AI. Without AI, I wouldn't have created that thing that's bringing me money. So you can do the same thing. Okay, you can do the same thing. So AI is your assistant. So when it comes to your practice, when it comes to your pharmacy business, when it comes to your family relevance, content creation, whatever, AI is here to help you. And we're going to see some of the ways in which it can help us today. So what are the key areas that AI can transform in your pharmacy? There are many, but let's look at just these four. AI can automate your operations, streamline your routine tasks, save time. Last week, I remember we created SOP using AI. This is what, if you're going to do, you will sit down and take a lot of time to create it. Recently, earlier this year, we were supposed to do a training. There's a handbook that I was supposed to use for the training, and that handbook is about almost 70-something pages. And I needed to create PowerPoint presentation from that 50-something or 70-something pages or thereabout. And guess what? With AI, I was able to do it overnight. With AI, I was able to do that work overnight. So you see, it makes operations that I need to be doing every time, it makes it easy for me to do. Then when it comes to patient enhanced engagement, AI enhances your activity, improves your communication, improves care, because also it helps you with knowledge. Now, AI has access to a lot of information that you can use it to train yourself. I'm going to show us an example how ChatGPT can do that for us. You can use it to create a learning plan. You can use it to create a learning plan so that you can empower yourself in knowledge and also in skill. I will see we do this practically, okay? Then when it comes to business, because again, pharmacy, we have the business side of pharmacy, and like I'm trying to promote and I'm trying to encourage everybody, let's make ourselves relevant online. And if we're going to do that, you're also going to do make money from it, okay? So it will improve your marketability, and this one is one I even love the more. It will increase your visibility. See, if every pharmacist in Nigeria goes online, for example, on Facebook, and will begin to say one thing or another, will still not be enough, will not be crowded. The space will not be jam-packed that all pharmacists are talking. And I mean what I'm saying. How many of you know how many content creators we have online? How many of you know how many channels are on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok? Thousands, not thousands, millions upon millions of them there. And nothing is saturated, nothing is choked. Why are we staying back as pharmacists? If you decide to talk about diabetes, somebody else pick that same diabetes and say, okay, I'm going to talk about gestational diabetes. And that person said, no, I'm going to talk about complications of diabetes. And that person says, I want to talk about all these things, even though they are related. For this particular subject you pick, you can talk 1,000, create 1,000 content, and you guys will not meet, because there is still a lot to talk about. Visibility. So we need to put ourselves out there. That's how we make ourselves relevant. That's how we make ourselves relevant. Okay? So with AI, you can boost your online presence. That's one way it can help you. And of course, unlock new income stream. Like I've been mentioning, this is very relevant. See, I'm not a person that want to say put money first. Put money first. So that doesn't look like I'm saying everything, make money, make money. No. I'm not saying put money first. But I'm saying for your effort, be rewarded appropriately. For your effort, be rewarded appropriately. So if you want to make the money, then you need to put in effort that is valuable to the people you are talking to. Apropos doctor, I used to give an example with him. There are other pharmacists doing things, right? Apropos doctor is giving value. People follow Apropos doctor. They want to listen to him. Every time he comes out and says something, somebody is listening. Everything he says is valuable, is life-changing. But guess what? It's making money as a result of that. And we can do it. Now, again, you don't even have to do it only on pharmacy. You can do it on several other things, even your family. There are a lot of stuff that have other parts of our lives, apart from pharmacy. So these are opportunities that AI can help you with. So let's talk about automating daily operations with AI. Now, there are some things that are beyond the scope of this class, like this prescription refill reminder. Here, what you need is, or what you may be using to achieve this, is creating a chatbot, right? Creating a chatbot, or you use what is called push notification. These are tools that are in existence. So if it is push notification, for example, so let's say you create it can be an app where you subscribe your patient to. When you do push notification, a message pops up and it tells them, this is due, or this is what you need to do. Okay. It's just like the way you see notification on your WhatsApp. When you get a message, you get, that's how push notification is. Okay. Or if it's chatbot, you can begin to converse with it. You can just go on chatbot and you can create a chatbot which your patient will interact with and ask questions and get response. So you may ask, okay, when is my next appointment? And the chatbot will respond and say, your appointment is due, because it already knows, the chatbot already knows you, because you are communicated with you, I mean the patient. It will tell you, you are due to attend clinic on next week Tuesday, which is 29th of July. So you see, this makes it easy. So instead of you calling your patient and say you are due for clinic so time, or you are due to refill your prescription so time, it is reminded of it. Okay. You can also use AI for inventory management and even restocking alert. Now there are some inventory management tools that have AI incorporated, and it will tell you whatever stock you have. You can, by looking at what you're using, your consumption pattern, it can now tell you your stock will last you only 5 days. You need to restock so and so. This is the quantity you need. Based on what you're using, this is the quantity you need to restock the next time you are going to buy. For those of us who own pharmacy, this could going to be a very valuable tool for us. Okay. Then customer service, I mentioned chatbot. Then answering FAQ with pre-trained model. Chatbots can do this, but again, sometimes you may not have the luxury of creating this chatbot, or even agent. Agent are even the one that goes beyond that. But you can create FAQ that you can share with your audience. So let's see, can ChatGPT help us with creating FAQ? I'm a practical person. I like to show us how things are done practically, right? Okay, so let's go to ChatGPT. Now, talking about FAQ, frequently asked questions. So let's say you run a diabetic pharmacy. Remember the last class I talked about being a specialist pharmacist? Okay. Specialty pharmacy, yeah. You run a diabetic pharmacy, and there are questions that your patients ask you very often, and you just feel if you could enlighten them better, it will be useful. But imagine that the same question this person asks, you are able to answer, the next person asks, and you are now answering the same question over and over and over and over again. How tiring can that get? Okay, so now you want to create something that will answer everybody's question. And for example, you are trying to, okay, you are compiling all the questions, you want to sit down to write all the questions and everything. But with AI, even the question that have not been asked, you can envisage it. Okay, so I can just say, I run a diabetic pharmacy. Diabetes, is it diabetes? Whatever it is, ChatGPT can understand my language. Pharmacy, okay, where I see patients who are managing their condition to achieve glycemic control. Okay, I give them drug counseling as well as this is the area that many pharmacies do not look at. You say you are expert on drug, but you do the non-therapeutic intervention. Non-therapeutic interventions. I get asked a lot of questions often, and I want to create an FAQ document to answer all the questions. Okay, so ordinarily what I would do at this stage is to pack all the questions and ask, but no, I'm not going to do that. I can say, based on your understanding of this situation, can you give me 20 frequently FAQs, frequently asked questions about managing them. Okay, so you see what I've done? I want it to give me the questions. I don't want to even rack my brain to come up with all the questions. Of course, I know some of these questions, so they've been asking me. I want to gather them, right? So you see, it's breaking them into different parts. For medication and treatment, he's giving us 6 questions. For diet and nutrition, he has given us 4. For lifestyle and non-medication support, for monitoring control, and for long-term management. Let's assume that it's not, I don't want to dwell on all these other parts. Okay, I just want this one because this is the place that many people have issues. Okay, I can just copy this, or I will just add directly and say this. I'll just move down and give it this instruction. Give me 20 questions in this category. Now, so that I'm not wasting much time, and the answers that will be helpful. Okay, and let's see what it's gonna give us. Okay, so question: can I eat carbohydrates if I have diabetes? Yes, you can, but in moderation. Carbohydrates affect your blood sugar, but they are not your enemy. Focus on complex carbs like whole grains, beans, vegetables, legumes, instead of white rice, white bread, and sugary snacks. Are these not common questions that they ask you? Is there a special diet, diabetic diet I should follow? There is no one size fits all diabetic diet. The goal is balanced, portion controlled meals made of whole food. A healthy plate includes vegetable, lean protein, and small portion of healthy carbs you can work with a dietitian to personalize it. Can I eat fruits? Which ones are best for me? Yes, you can eat fruits. So you see all these questions. And here we're talking about nutrition. If I want it for medication, I will do that. If I want it for long-term management, prevention, so you see how all this pans out. This saves you a lot of time. Compile it into something, share it as PDF to your target, your patient, or even as what is it called? WhatsApp message. Now, from this, you can even create something. Maybe you can create a broadcast list of your diabetic patients, and what you do from time to time, you send them educational. Maybe you can say frequently asked questions daily, and every day you can be sending them something, and they are enlightening. So what are you doing? You are helping your patient live healthier, right? You are helping your patient get control over their disease condition. You are building a relationship. You are getting respect. You are creating a reputation for yourself, and what? You are also improving the profession, the perception of the profession. So you see, now I just asked 20 questions. If I want more, I will get. Okay, let's say, let's even go to treatment. Let me pick the one on treatment. Okay, so let's say this. I can just copy this, and for ChatGPT will do exactly what it did for the first one. I won't even give any instruction. Okay, I won't even give any instruction. See how ChatGPT has memory. So do you see? It has already learned that this is what I wanted. You see, why do I need to take my diabetic medication even when I feel fine? because diabetes can quietly damage your body even when you don't feel sick. The medicine helps keep your blood sugar in a healthy range and protect your eyes, your kidneys, heart, and nerves from long-term damage. Feeling good doesn't mean sugar is controlled. Only regular checks can tell. So do you see? Now you can have this 365 questions, and every single day you're sending message to your type 2 diabetic patient. They are reading it, they are gaining from it, you are becoming that authority. Sometime last year, I did a course, I call it Monetize Your Pharmacy Academy, Monetize Pharmacy Academy. And one of the things I thought I was teaching them, pharmacists, was become personal pharmacists to your patients. And people will pay you for that attention. You see, doctors don't have time because there are too many patients for them. You in the pharmacy, in the hospital, for example, don't have enough time. Even if you're in community practice, you still don't have enough time to spend all those time. Now, people will want to have somebody they can call their personal pharmacy. Okay? Their personal pharmacy. You're not doing anything extra. You're just giving the same advice you will have given if they have met you in your consulting room or wherever you are giving them drugs. So you see, AI can now simplify this work for you so that you do it more easily and help your patient live better. There are a lot of patients that are ready to pay you for this. Are you ready to give it to them? All right. So let's continue. I just tried to say, okay, let me talk about one of these, which is the answering FAQ for your patient, and you see how AI can help you in this area. Okay. So let's see patient engagement. Okay, with AI, personalized education. I just mentioned that now when I was talking about that earlier. You can create patient tailored information to a patient. Now, how does this work? So let's assume this, the suggestion I made earlier about personalized or personal pharmacy to your patient. So that patient, you know his condition, you have all the information about the patient. Then what you can do, you gather those information, put it into ChatGPT and say, okay, this is my patient, this is his condition, this is his challenges, everything you need to know about the patient. Somebody will say patient confidentiality. Don't worry, it's a tool. It will steal the information. Again, there's a way you can disengage ChatGPT that it will not, information you are giving it will not go to the general public, it will just be for only you. Now you cannot put information and say, okay, over time, this is how the sugar has been fluctuating up and down like that. You want to come up with a plan that you can help this particular patient to get results. So let's even assume this is the first time this patient is coming to you and you want to help him and design something, maybe a 30-day plan on how you can help the patient achieve a particular goal. This personalized education will help. I mean, even go beyond education. It goes beyond education. You can even come up with a plan on how to manage this patient. 30 days plan to manage this patient. Let's go back and get that done. Okay? Before we do that, let me just go through this slide. Then adherence nudges, timely medication reminder. I talked about chatbot earlier. I talked about push notification. You can create these tools, set it up, input your patient information. Even chatbot has autoresponder. So not chatbot, WhatsApp. WhatsApp has an AI tool which you can fuse into it as an autoresponder, and you can get your patient to send in a message and it will activate it, and at regular interval or any interval you set it, they begin to get information regarding what you want them to know about. So one of them could be this medication reminders. Okay, then of course it can help you with language translation. So I was talking about personalized education, and I said we can also use AI to create maybe a treatment plan, maybe a 30-day treatment plan for your patient. So let's see how this works. So we are still talking about diabetes, which we started with. Okay, so I have a new patient. That's a patient or client. Let me leave patient. Whose sugar is not controlled. Okay. He is on medication. He's on medication, but they have not been, I'm changing what else I want to do now. They have not been helpful. Okay. due to several militating factors. Militating factors. So I want to help manage his condition. Remember, it's a new patient. Okay. His condition to achieve control within the next 30 days. Okay? Can you give me some guideline that could help me achieve this goal with this patient? So do you see now? This is what I'm supposed to bring from my head to take me a long time. It's not that I cannot do it, but it will take a lot of time, and I don't want to spend all that time on this. I want ChatGPT to work with me to achieve this. And I say, can you give me a guideline? All right. So you see, he started and says, see what he said. Managing an uncontrolled diabetic patient within 30 days is ambitious, but possible. Now, ambitious, meaning I'm asking for too much, which even when I wrote 30 days, because I wanted to do something for 30 days, my plan was to say 90 days. However, 30 days is ambitious, but it's possible. Okay? So, but you require what? He said aggressive but safe, personalized, multifactorial intervention. Now, let's see where we are going. See what he said. He named the 30-day glycemic control for an uncontrolled diabetic patient. Okay? So, initial assessment and goal setting. So, you see, you start with what? Full medication and history review. Is that not what you normally do? So, with the medication is he on, doses, adherence, any history happens with me, duration of diabetes, comorbidities. Then the next thing, lifestyle and barrier assessment, then set SMART goal, e.g., reduce blood sugar from this to less than this in 30 days. Then glycemic index for a long-term control, fasting blood sugar and postprandial are short-term metrics that you need to understand. Then step 2, medication optimization. Check for medication gaps. Is the current regimen suboptimal? Only on metformin when combo therapy is needed. Example. Or is insulin indicated or being delayed or stuff like that. Then the next one is titrate and add met if necessary. If on oral medication only, still uncontrolled, consider adding. So do you see all these things that's come up with? Right? And it's giving you all that you can do to help this patient in the next 30 days. Okay? So you see, he summarized it and said timeline. Week 1, medication audit, diet reset, initiate home glucose monitoring. Week B, titrate medicine. Week 3, tackle stress, sleep, and everything. Week 4, consolidate gain and transition to long-term plan. Okay? Is this not helpful? Is this not helpful to you as a pharmacist to help your patients? Okay? So what this invariably means, therefore, is it doesn't matter what you want to achieve with AI, you can work together. And that's what we have done now. So this plan it gives you is now left for you to review this plan and use it to work for yourself. So, of course, the AI is not going to go to talk to the patient, but it has given you a tool that you can use to achieve the goal you are setting for yourself. So you see how AI can help you with your pharmacy practice to succeed in your pharmacy. Imagine that this patient comes and see how many seconds did it take us to achieve this. So, you know, some hospitals now use electronic health record. Maybe in your pharmacy, you are not using it, but your laptop is on. The patient is talking, you are typing in your patient is talking, you click on it, comes up with a plan, you look at the plan, it guides you, you already know what you need to do, and you help this patient. And together with ChatGPT or any other AI tool that are using, you are able to create something that will help this patient achieve results. Isn't this still wonderful? Okay. Now, there's something that was written here, which is translation. Now, let's assume that your patient is okay. Let me not look at patient now. Yes. Let's look at education. Let me look at education material. Let's assume you are creating education material. So let me go back to where we started from. I don't want to use this. I want to go back. I'll be jumping from one point to another in what you're doing. Okay. So let's look at this. We talked about nutrition, right? Here. Yes, we did this. Okay. So let me copy it. Let me copy all of them. Oops, where is it? Let me use this one. Sorry. Okay, he gave us 5. So let me just copy this. So I'll copy this. Okay. Then I'll paste it here. So what I was trying to say is, let's assume that your patient is French, okay, and cannot read much of English, and you want to create this thing and give to them, okay. Let's assume you are practicing in Canada. You want to give them information. You have created this and you don't know how to do it. You can now tell it, translate this to French. How many of you can speak French and read French? Let's see, is it correct? So you translate it to French and see what it will do very easily, okay? FAQ, médicament et traitement du diabète. Pourquoi dois-je prendre mes médicaments? Let me not chew my tongue. So do you see now? You can copy this into a PDF file, send it out to your client, your patients, and they be educated. So you see, AI is now helping you speak French. That I'm sure the only thing you know about French is bonjour. Comment ça va? Ça va bien, merci. Okay? So you see AI helping make life easy for you in your practice, anywhere you are. Maybe can we say, translate to Igbo? Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Ajuju ana ajukari basara oguna ogugwo oria sugar. Whatever that means, I don't know. But for those of you who speak Igbo, do you see this can help you? Now, if you speak Igbo and it creates this for you, even though it may not be 100% correct, you will go through it and get something. Let me see. I think I do Hausa. Translate to Hausa. Okay. Okay. Tambayoyi da ake yawan yi game da magunguna da magani na ciwon suga. So do you see? Very clean. Me yasa dole ne in ci gaba da shan maganin ciwon suga ko da ina jin lafiya? This is clean. See the answer. Saboda ciwon suga na iya lalata sassan jiki a hankali ko da ba ka ji komai. Magunguna na taimakawa wajen tsare yawan sukari a jini cikin dai suna. So you see how AI, you are a Yoruba, you are serving, maybe you are a copper pharmacist in deep Katsina, and you want to educate these people. You know they can read Hausa, but you cannot speak Hausa, cannot say much. You are doing kame, what Hausa called kame, pick here and pick here and pick here. You can use ChatGPT, come up with this, package it and give to them. Even if there are some mistakes, they will read and understand because that's their language. So do you see how this is helping your practice? Isn't this beautiful? Let me see your comments. I like to read comments. Isn't this beautiful? Do you think it will help you? Do you think it will help you? I want to read. Do you think it will help you? I'm in the comments. I want to hear. Yes. Chamaka Ibrahim, you are laughing at my Igbo or what? Yeah. Senior colleague, Fam Nana, thank you very much. You see, that is AI helping you with your pharmacy. So this is beautiful, right? I'm happy that it's making a lot of sense. So you see, With AI, life gets better. Practice gets better. I didn't do Yoruba, so let me do Yoruba, please, before the chairman Abs Kaduna throw me out of this. I think she's Yoruba too. Okay, so let me say translate to Yoruba so that you know that AI can speak your language too. Okay. Ìbéèrè àwọn arákùnrin àti àwọn arábìnrin nípa ìmúlò oògùn àti ìtọ́jú fún ìṣàkóso àrùn ṣúgà. The first question. Kí ló dé tí mo fi ní jẹ́wọ́ pé mo máa sorry please. But again, the Yoruba speakers, I'm sure, just test it out and see what it can do for you. So you see how AI can make it easy for you. You see, it's not replacing you, it's helping you, it's assisting you. So me with my Kaba Yoruba, I want to speak for my colleagues where I used to talk. I do training a lot in Hausa, but I'm sure I used to tell them that I speak the real conch Hausa, because I'm sure it's a mixture of several different things that I'm saying, okay? But now with AI, I can create a literature and share with them, and they will be, wow, woo, this pharmacist is helping me. So the same thing can happen with your practice. I'm happy that you guys are getting value with this, and you see how AI can help you. All right, so money making again. Well, money makes the world go around, isn't it? AI can help you improve your marketing. It can help you improve your marketing. Now, there is this area that I used to disagree with many pharmacists. I feel that pharmacists are limiting themselves when it comes to this area of marketing. We say pharmacy law or ethics or whatever does not allow us to advertise. No, I agree. You are not allowed to advertise, but it doesn't mean that you cannot do marketing activities. You just need to know what marketing activities you can do. Education is a marketing activity. So imagine that a pharmacy like that of my senior colleague, Nana Pharmacy decide to say, I want to help diabetic patients that come to my pharmacy to enlighten them and realize that these people need more information about this disease. And she goes ahead to say, okay, let me create a literature on diabetic management, and goes ahead and say, courtesy Nana Pharmacy. And this person picks it up and goes and reads it. And maybe leaks it somewhere else, and also somebody else picks it and reads it. What do you think the Nana Pharmacy has done? That is marketing. Did he advertise? Not really. But do people now know about her? Yes. Do people now think that, if I need information, these people are good with this? Yes. You are building your business, but you're not advertising. You are educating. Advert means you are Polongo, Yoruba say it, I think Polongo Oja, abi? Hey, come and buy, come to my pharmacy, come and buy. No, that's not what you're doing. You are educating, but it's also marketing. So we need to understand what marketing is. So many times we leave a lot of money on the table. We are not doing things that will help us. There was a colleague that wanted to open a pharmacy sometime back, and just by close to him, there's a better medicine store that is doing very well. And I gave advice, do an outreach. Come out with a bang. An outreach, you can do an outreach in your pharmacy. Tell people that they can come for free consultation, they can come for free tests and everything. And everybody will rush in and will get to know about you. Are you advertising? No. But what are you doing? Marketing. So we need to think deeply about that rule. The rule does not stop us from doing marketing activities. It says you cannot advertise. By the way, do you know that the signboard that you put outside is also a form of advert? Huh? Well, let them know we draw my license for saying this. All right. So you can do marketing. Now, of course, you cannot advertise POM. You can now advertise OTCs, right? But what if you're not even selling any drugs? You're not selling any medicines. What if you're selling education? Diabetic education. Remember, I said it last week, and I said it earlier today, that pharmacists will limit ourselves to drug only. Meanwhile, there are other things that we do. We can give advice on diet, even though we are not dietitians. We can give advice on lifestyle modification. There are several other things that we can help with. What if you decide to say, okay, my mission as a pharmacist is to help people achieve the hypertensive blood pressure control without using drugs, or the non-therapeutic management of hypertension. There is a colleague from Chukwamam, I said that's her name. Yeah, I used to describe her when I'm talking to people about her. I say this is a pharmacist that is stopping people from taking drugs, not literally, right? I used to just like I say it in a form of joke. But what has she achieved? She was able to come up with non-therapeutic intervention that has helped some of our clients to be taken off drug by their doctors because their blood pressure was controlled. Non-therapeutic intervention. Okay, so that's how I describe her that way. Now, she runs adverts. She runs adverts for that, and that's not drug. So do you see? So if you want to run advert, you can also ask ChatGPT to help you with that area, marketing or whatever. So you can create social media posts. Apropos doctor, what is he doing? That's marketing. Do you think that when he's just talking online, people are coming? He's doing branding. Do you see that? Do you know that sometimes he comes and advertise Pampers, Dappers? He comes another time and advertise this and that and that. Even himself is advertising himself, but he's not doing advert. He's doing marketing. Okay? So consistent medical social media posts can help. Health campaign posters also come helpful. Automated SMS and email campaign. Remember what I said earlier about that health tip? What if you go on Facebook, okay, and you target people, let's say you run a pharmacy, and you target people within your locality. So let's say you are in Kaduna, you run adverts and say free health talk, whatever, health talk, right? So you get all of them into your maybe WhatsApp channel or whatever, and you deliver all this advice to them. And of course, every time you send message to them, what do you put? Courtesy. Gabriel Pharmacy, right? You're not advertising, you're educating. But guess what? You are also doing marketing. Nobody stops you from doing marketing. Nobody stops you from doing marketing. We are just saying don't do outright advertisement. If I'm wrong, PCM people, I'm sure some of you are on this call, take it up. You have my access, enlighten me the more. But as far as I understand the rule, you can do marketing. And there are a lot of things you can do that will get a better perception for you as a pharmacist. I'm deviating, right? Let's come back. So you can also create blogs and be teaching people, okay? Give tips. All those things we're talking about, you can use it and create it here. I think last week we created social media posts. I don't think we need to repeat it again. Okay, health campaign poster, we did that also. Blog posts, you can write blog posts. I think we did that also, so I don't need to go about this. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Income. All right. Oh, we are almost an hour, and I said I want to do 1 hour. Okay. So how can you generate new income as a pharmacist using AI? How can you generate new income? How can you generate new income? So here I have 3 suggestions. One, you can create digital products. So digital products are products that people access online. For example, this webinar is a digital product. Usually, if I'm doing a seminar, I'm going to gather you guys in a hall and I'll talk to you. Now I talk to you right in your home through your phone or laptop, whichever you are accessing us with, and you are learning. So you can create something like this and it can be sold. In actual fact, there are people that what they do, their business is delivering webinar like this for pay. So for you to join this kind of webinar, you pay maybe 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, depending on the value that is being given to you. And for 1 hour or 2 hours, you do it, everybody's happy, you move it. You guys have even done it before now. You have done a lot of webinar that you paid for. Guys, pharmacists, you need to normalize paying for extra knowledge. I'm going to advertise to you very soon. Okay, so digital products can be an online course. We have an online course I'm going to talk to you about. It can be an ebook. We're going to write ebook today. It can be health planners. Yes, health planners, what of meal planners? Now, when I talk with some pharmacists, I'm talking about promoting all these online opportunities. I'm going to give a story of two people. There's a guy that imports herbal products from China a few years back, and he averages 3 to 4 million naira every month. And guess what? The herbal products is importing to the nation is only for knee, for arthritis. Herbal products for arthritis, and this guy is averaging 3 to 4 million naira in those years. That's about 4 years or thereabout. He's not a pharmacist. Guess what? He's a lawyer. In after fast of that time, he was even not a qualified lawyer. He was still in law school. Right? Arthritis that you, a pharmacist, or your other medical professional colleagues, nurses, doctors will know about. A lawyer is the one making money from it. There's another person that sells meal planner for diabetes. I don't know what he studied, but it's not in the medical profession. Meal planner, 30-day meal plan. And I don't know how he did it. Maybe he collaborated with a nutritionist or whatever, it doesn't matter. He created a meal planner for diabetics and was cashing out, selling that thing for 5,000 naira. That's making money. If he sells 10, 50,000, 100, 500,000, 1,000, 5 million naira, he's cashing out. You can do that. So let me give you an example of a pharmacist. He was advertising Forever Living products. Then he was a copper. He was serving in Was, Wagwalada, then. And guess what? People will pick up their phone. They are interested in the product. And they say, you're sharing the story with me. He's a younger colleague, but then I was learning e-commerce. I went to him in Abuja to even teach me, okay? All the way from Kaduna anyway. So he called, they will call him and say, you know this product, this. And the person, he will just tell them, I am a pharmacist. Once he says I'm a pharmacist, there's some reassurance that goes into these clients that are interested in this product. Your name, pharmacist, owes a lot of power. So why will you not use it? You're not cheating them. You're creating something that will help them in their condition. And all you need to do is tell them, I am a pharmacist. When you tell them you're a pharmacist, it means you're knowledgeable, you know what you want to do, you know what you are giving them, it is not wrong, it is the right proper information, and they will believe you. And because it is the right information, what happens? They get result with it. And guess what? They trust you the more. But pharmacists will say, well, I'm the expert on drugs, and all you do is take 2-3 times daily. Sorry, I'm hammering on us pharmacists. Well, we have to say the truth. Many pharmacists are complaining when there's no money, but you have a lot of opportunities that you are not using. After today, let it change. Unaya? Okay, so you can create any of this. You can even do private consultation. Remember what I said earlier about being personal pharmacist? There's no law against it. Personal pharmacists. There's no law against it. These people, they come to you, say, okay, I'm going to be giving you advice on this, your condition. It could be hypertension. It could be diabetes. It could be asthma. It could be ulcer. It could be anything. You can even be to the family and be giving advice. We are not saying take over the work of the doctor. We are saying giving advice. And as a professional, you know your limit. Once you get to your limit, you refer them. But what happens is many patients do not have access to their doctors to complain. Some appointment are every month, some appointment are every 2 months, every 3 months. Within those time, when things happen to them, who do they complain to? Imagine now that you are their personal pharmacist and you are helping them with this information. I hope somebody is speaking these ideas I'm sharing. I hope somebody is speaking these ideas I'm sharing. Please, I want you guys to do things. I wish I can put my brain in everybody's brain. All right. So that makes a lot of sense. So you can do paid one-on-one consultation as an AI specialist. Pharmacist turned AI specialist. I do consultation for AI. Okay. I call it personalized coaching for people, and I get paid for it. I have courses and I get paid for it. Okay. And you can also create pharmacy-specific wellness content, branded content that could be helpful to your target audience. Okay. So like I said, we are going to write a book. Oh, let me see which other topic you have ahead. Okay. We are going to write a book. That is the practical we are going to do. Okay. That is the practical we are going to do. But before we go to the practical, let me introduce you to something. First, let me go. Let me go to the comments. Am I too harsh on you guys? Yes, yes, yes. I think we need to be clear that what is unethical is self-advertisement. So you can market and advertise as long as it's not self-advertisement. Okay, good. Thank you for helping me with this definition. Okay. Altrust 06. Sorry, I don't. Your name is that's the name or your WhatsApp. Okay. Deborah said, I'm currently jotting every word down. Oh wow, I like that. Okay. So let me show what he said. Let me read it again. I read it earlier. I think we need to be clear on what is unethical. Is that clear that what is unethical is self-advertisement. So you can market or advertise as long as it's not self-advertisement. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for clarifying that. Okay, I'm happy that you have added to it. So the truth is, many pharmacists do not know this. Okay, many of us do not know this. We think that you cannot advertise, you cannot market, you cannot do anything. Okay, all right. Wow, I like this statement. Let me play it. Fan Babagana said, in fact, you are assisting to revolutionize the profession. I'm very impressed. Thank you very much for these kind words. Okay. Thank you. All right. Oluwayemisi say, I've been utilizing prompts as thoughts. So fantastic. Okay, good. This is awesome. I can't wait to use this in my day-to-day practice. I am happy that it's making a lot of sense. Thank you, guys. So like I said, I wanted to share something with you guys. Now, this is where people leave webinar. And I don't care. We have an offer. Where is it? Jeez, I did not bring it out. Okay. We have an offer. We are looking at we are looking at taking this beyond just this 3-day webinar, 1 hour per day or 1.5 hours per day, to something that will be all-encompassing, teach you the nitty-gritty. If you notice some of the things I'm teaching, I'll just teach them, not because I want to be superficial, but because I have to put a lot of things into this 1 hour. Okay? So we have created something called the AI-powered Pharmacist Bootcamp. So as and my business, my company, my startup, not company, my startup, what is the company? AI Mastery Academy, we are partnering to help pharmacists gain AI skill and knowledge. So we call it how smart pharmacists are using AI to boost productivity, deliver better care, grow their influence, and earn extra income without being tech experts. Because one of the areas in which people complain is, I don't know, I'm not techie. No, you don't need to be techie. Okay? So we have this offer, right? This offer is going to be in, the proposed start date is 4th of August. That's the proposed start date. We'll see the response will determine whether we start then or we cancel it or we shift it a little further. Now, what we want to do is we want to empower you on different areas. And there are 6 phases to this. There are 6 phases to this. 6 phases, the phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, like that. And each of them, we are going to create content, training that will help you understand. Right from basic, knowing the AI tools, how to use the AI tools, and especially, this first one is very, very key. I tell people that prompt engineering is the basic of getting results with AI. How do you talk to AI? Remember I shared the story last week where I said a mother sent a child to go and bring a cup of water and say, where do I keep it? I say, put it on my hand. The child puts it on the head. Garbage in, garbage out. So you need to get your better thing, gold in, gold out. Diamond in, diamond out, gem in, gem out. Okay? So I won't have time to go through all this, but one thing is sure. You are going to learn, you are going to gain. Every of my class that I do, I put my all into it, whether it's for free or for paid. And I want to say, let me do market myself a little. Self-advertisement now. This is not pharmacy. This is self-advertisement. I know what I do. I'm good at what I do. When it comes to teaching, I'm an expert. I like that. Don't worry, please. Okay, so what are you going to learn? You are going to learn how to master AI tools to save you time and boost productivity. You are going to build professional online presence. You're going to unlock new income opportunities. You are going to use AI for smarter business and clinical decision. Those of you in community practice, you will love this. I wrote a proposal some time ago to ACPN Abuja. They invited me in one of their business summit 2023. Yes. Oh, yeah, 2023. I think 2023 or 2024, I can't remember. 2024, yes. I gave a talk on digital marketing and I wrote a proposal to them. Let's help online pharmacists take advantage of the online space. Well, you didn't reply me at all, Massive. Okay, and this is for pharmacists. Now, I'm going to share this link in the group. Go read it. I'm going to also share the outline of the course so that you see what is covered in each of the phases. And it's going to last for 4 weeks. If we're not able to cover it in 4 weeks, we might extend to 6 weeks, but I don't think it's going to extend to 6 weeks. It's going to be concise. It's something you can use your phone to do. I'm going to give you the details later. Let me cut and share this with you guys. Okay? Now let's go back to today's business. All right. So where are we? We said we want to write book, Abi? Ibrahim Lawa is asking, can I get your previous training on YouTube or any other platform? Well, this same YouTube that you are watching, if you click on the channel, you'll see other videos that we have done, free classes we have held. Okay, you can click there. But the offer is not on YouTube. The offer is in an exclusive group. That's what we do, put them in an exclusive group. All right, so let's go back to our work. All right. So, where are we? Oh, sorry. I was looking for what I was discussing now. Okay, yes. So I said we are going to write a book. We are going to write an ebook. All right, so let's write a book. What am I pressing? So let's write ebook. Okay. Still on diabetes. For those of you who are interested in teaching diabetes and doing work on diabetes, here we are. Okay, so let's work on diabetes. Okay, we want to write an ebook, and this ebook is for sale. I wrote a book on ebook on diabetes. Book, complete book, not ebook. Of course, in soft copy. I was planning to publish it on Amazon, but I don't even know what got into me. I've written several books that I would need to publish, but me too, I guess it be. I wrote a book on prostate health. I'm 52, so, and you know, the rule is once you are getting to 50, you need to take it seriously. So I wrote a book on prostate health. I wrote a book on what again? All right. So let's write an ebook on diabetes. Okay. There's a professor. Can I confidently say a professor student of mine? He's a participant in one of my classes. He also wrote a book on diabetes. Okay, but let's look at what we are going to do. We want to write an ebook. So I want to write an ebook on diabetes. Okay. Okay. This is just a statement. Okay. I want to start from scratch, but I won't go too deep into 100%. But okay. So I don't know which area to focus on. Can you give me 10? Let me put it this way: profitable. I like to make money. Profitable areas I can write my ebook on or in. Aha, this is the one I wrote. Reverse type 2 diabetes naturally. This is what I wrote about. So you see, reversing type 2 diabetes naturally. So it gives you a title. It gave you a title, reverse it, the natural path to beating type 2 diabetes. Okay. Your audience are new diagnosed patients, people trying to get off medication, and why is seven diabetes are desperate for ways to regain without lifelong drugs. This is a hot evergreen topic. So I don't give an expo. And the market is so big, all of us can write a book on it. Diabetic meal plan for Nigerians. I told you somebody's already selling this one. Abi? Somebody's already selling this one. See the name he gave us. Nigeria Diabetic Kitchen. 30-day local meal plan to control your blood sugar. Good. How to prevent diabetes if it runs in your family. Managing diabetes without going broke. Diabetes on a budget. Smart tips to save money on treatment and food. Living with diabetes, a guide for seniors. Golden age, sugar-free life. Diabetes survival guide for people over 50. How to use herbs and supplements to support diabetic control. Nature's helper. Herbs and supplements that support blood sugar goals. This one alone man will sell. You know how people believe in herbs, in local whatever. This topic will sell. I don't give an under expo. If you want to write, come and consult me. Or join our class, AI-powered pharmacist. You will learn how to write a book. Diabetes and weight loss. Burn sugar, burn fat. How to lose weight safely with diabetes. Ultimate guide to insulin use in Nigeria. Insulin damage, how to store and whatever. Diabetes and mental health. Mind over sugar. Coping with stress, depression, and burnout as a diabetic. A parent's guide to managing a child with diabetes. Hey. Did you hear this? A parent's guide to managing a child with diabetes. Woo! Let me say something. I'm deviating from diabetes. A parent's guide to managing a child with sickle cell. Does that also make sense? Woo! Okay. Sugar and smile. Raising a healthy, happy child with diabetes. Bonus. You can do a lot of different things and make money from it. Okay? Now, which one should we choose? I want to choose this parent one. Yes, I'm choosing this one, number 10. So I'll say I choose number 10. So that I've chosen number 10. Now I want to decide how many pages I want my ebook to be, right? Give me a second, please. I choose number 10. Okay. Can you guys excuse me for a moment? Can you excuse me for a moment, please? Nigerian factor, NEPA. I'm sorry, Nigerian factor, NEPA wala. Okay. All right. So I chose number 10, right? So now that I've chosen number 10, I will decide how many pages I want my ebook to be. So I say, okay, what am I supposed to say? Okay, I chose past tense, eh? Okay, all right. So I can say, give me an outline for the ebook. I want the ebook to be just 30 pages. You can write 100 pages or more. Okay, why is doing that? Now, in my AI Mastery Academy, I teach how to write a book using AI. Then I teach different methods because this is just one method. There are different methods of coming up with ideas. In actual fact, I saw something one day on Facebook. Somebody just wrote a comment. And from that comment, I picked it up. Just a small post. I picked it up, came to ChatGPT, and I was able to come up with 5 book ideas from just one comment. So that's another method. So there are several different methods of coming into book. But if you use this one, I assure you, it will still be useful. Now, this title you gave, well, you can change it and modify it. So let's see what it's giving us. So you see, we have a book, introduction. So your story or why you wrote this guide. If maybe you're a parent that manage a child with maybe type 1 diabetes, you can say your story. Or since you're a professional, you can tell why you wrote the book, then a message, then what they will learn. Then you see the first one is understanding diabetes in children. Then the first 30 days after diagnosis, building a support system, insulin and medication explained, nutrition for kids with diabetes, monitoring blood sugar without stress, and handling sick days and emergencies, school and social life, dealing with emotion. Excuse me. You see, it gave you all the areas you need to concentrate on. So you see, the book is 24 pages. Introduction is 1 page. Conclusion is 1 page. Check every other thing is altogether. We have 30 pages. Okay. All right. So there are different ways of expanding your book. You can copy the whole of this one and ask it to expand it, or you can pick it one by one and expand it. We don't have time, so I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to say this. I'll just give it so that I can write it. I want a large to be very distinct. So now, what I'm going to write, I'll just say expand this. Okay. Now, I'm saying expand this because of this class. I said 1 hour. We have done 1 hour 19 minutes, so I don't want to spend too much time. But in when you use prompt engineering, when you are writing a book, whether an ebook or a normal book or whatever, there is a way you speak to ChatGPT to get it to write exactly the way you want it to write. Okay? What I just gave it now will still give you good result. I'm saying if you want to get better result with it. But just this expand this, you already knew that you want to write a book, so it knows what to do. But when I said expand this, it's going to go ahead and create it for me. So I put it in Canvas. Now, when I set it to Canvas, the reason I put it to Canvas is when it's writing on Canvas, it's going to give me a longer book. Is that what it's called? It's going to give me more volume versus if I allow you to write it normally on the response it gives. Okay? Make it 1,500 words. I want you to be there. So it's going to review it. Now, Control S. Is it expanding it? Okay, let me put it here. I'm giving the instruction. Okay. All right. So you see, it's rewriting it because I said you should make it 1,500 words. So it's going to add more flesh. So do you see now it has expanded this paragraph? It used to be one paragraph before. This one made it 3 paragraphs. So you see, it's adding more to it so that it's voluminous. Okay, so I can do this before you know what's going on. I have my book that is ready. Okay. Now my own now is to go through it and get it. But now, you know, books. You want books to reflect your personality, your story, your ideology and everything. So that's why I said you work together with ChatGPT to do it. To get that done, you need a methodology you use. But if you want just to do something, let's come up with something. This is what it can help you do. So I'm sure you see that this is useful, right? Okay. So this is how you do it and you come up with a book, right? But let's continue. Okay. There's something I wanted to teach us. Let me see. Can we still go on? Can't go on. No, sorry. Let's see. We're talking about practical. I want to teach us just one more thing, then we can call it a day. Okay, almost done. But I won't teach all these ones. Let me just go to there's this tool I want to tell you guys about. Now, do you see this PowerPoint presentation? How does it look? I told you about it last week. I'm not sure we did anything like that. So you see, okay, you see how arranged it was. I told you guys that I did it with AI. So let's see how we get it done. Did I teach it last week? I can't remember. Truly, I can't remember if I taught it. If I taught it, fine. But if I did not teach it, this is a repeat. So let's go. Okay. We have a topic. So you are going to do a presentation somewhere. And the presentation is on what? This is our book. No, I would prefer to use the other one. This one. I like this topic more than the topic he gave us. Okay. So this is the tool. It's called Gamma. Okay. You see the work I did. All right. So I'll come to this Gamma and I'll say create new. And I'll come here and say generate. And I'll paste my topic here. I think I did last time. Okay. But again, in the AI Mastery Academy, we have a complete course on how to create PowerPoint presentation using AI. In that we discuss, I think, about 5 different tools, including Gamma, Tome, Beautiful AI, Canva. We discuss different tools, yeah. So you click on it and to generate the outline for you. It's usually going to give you 8, but it can give you 10. All right. So do you see now? This tool is different from ChatGPT. But see what? The same information that we got on ChatGPT, it gives us something similar. Understanding it, daily management, insulin, remember, nutrition, emotion, see school. You also brought school into it, and summary. So you need to give a presentation, and you need to create the slide. And you're looking, how do I have time to create this? And see what it's doing. It's creating something beautiful for us. It will create image, it will create everything and makes your presentation beautiful. You can use different themes. If you notice, the theme I use for the one we are using in the class is different from this, okay? So let's go back up and present so that we can see what we have done. Okay, I think I taught it last week. Okay, we needed too much. My people say meat needed too much for size soup. So do you see? Okay. See, understanding its explanation, daily management, carbohydrates, insulin and blood sugar monitoring, delivery, everything, nutrition and exercise, emotional and social support. Remember that I want to talk also about support, school and safety planning, summary of everything that was done. Okay? I get this. So you guys have learned, isn't it? This is beautiful, right? So AI is here to help us, right? It's here to join hand with us, make we succeed. And AI can make life easy for you, okay? Now, like I said, we have a course on this, but what it does is completely different. Recently, I saw an advert, training beyond slides, that's what they did. And they are selling this course that is part of the 42 courses I have in my academy for 10,000 naira. I say, I don't need to increase my money or make a turn of my course to 200,000. All right. So here we are. As you can see, AI is here to help us, right? AI is here to help us, and I want us to take action on it. So, what's the summary of our discussion so far? You don't need advanced skill. From what you see me do, you don't need advanced skill. Forget all this I say about prompt engineering. If you can take consistent repetition, you can learn how to communicate with it. It's just that it's helpful when you know how to do it better. But as you are now, you can start using AI, so it's accessible. You can start small, start simple. See, I didn't say let's write a complete book. I said that's an ebook, 30-page ebook. And with AI, we could come up with 30-page ebook. And the same way, we could come up with 200 pages ebook. We could write a book that speaks our language. We could write a book that we can share our life experience in it. There's a methodology to do. Now, some of you who know me know that knew that my wife and I, we were married for 15 years before we got our son. Okay, that's our life. We had experience. My wife has written a book. on that. And guess what? She used AI to help her write the book. Did AI know the story? No. AI can just add some information. She was able to infuse herself into AI so that AI, with what she has done with A, can come up with something which she can now rearrange to fit into her story. So you can start small and go big. Then whatever it is that you do, you can make it faster, you can make it cheaper, and you can make it better using AI. You can automate what you do routinely, and especially you can make it patient-centric. You can make it patient-centric so that everything is about your patient. And like we said, AI is not here to replace you. AI is your assistant. It's your ally. It has come to work with you hand in hand to get result, to give you better perception. Hope, as I was going to teach us how to train ourselves using AI, I will try and see how I can infuse into the next week's class. Okay? So you see, this is what you have learned today. What's the next step to take? Pick a tool and try it again. Do something with somebody says it was jotting every word. Go try it out. Go write your ebook. Go sell. Come up with anything. Okay? And we'll be happy if you will join our program. I'm going to share the link with those of you who are ready. We don't want the whole world. If the whole world is there, fine. But the more people we have, the better for the profession. And you as a person will make more money. I don't want to declare what I make, but I make more than 5 times I work with the state government, right? Sometimes even more than 10 times my salary every month using AI. I mean, even if I'm making extra 100,000, I will throw it in the well and you're capable to make more. There are people that are making millions every month, and I'm sure you know my salary is not 50,000. All right. Okay. So we advise you, we invite you, join us. Is Apps Plus AI Mastery Academy that's organizing the training. So of course it's controlled and the price is very affordable. We have given a discount already on it, half the price of what we normally charge, and it's just 17,500 naira. Anybody can afford it. Anybody can afford it unless you don't want to. Okay, you have a choice, either join us or not. Then you can get support. We give you mentorship. After the training, you are with us for 1 year. After the training, you are with us for 1 year and we give you some mentoring, give you new information and stuff like that. And I assure you, you are going to make money. The first thing you are going to do is to make at least 10 times whatever you pay in the first, before we end the program, if you're serious. So thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Next week, we are going to have another program. There, we are going to talk about personal branding, building a brand online. Building a brand online. So now you will become a Proco doctor or your own brand of your own self online. Okay. So for those who may be interested, we can go to seller.com/AI farm. Seller.com/AI farm. You find this offer that we talked about. Okay. So, do you have any question? We have just a minute or two. Gamma is a website. I'm not sure they have. I don't use apps that much, but Gamma is a website. Question by Oluwakemi or Talk by Farm. Okay. There are several tools. Where will I start from? Where will I start from? Okay. I really want to learn how to use AI to create content. Come next week. Next week, we're going to teach that. Okay. I want to teach that next week. So for those of you who may be interested in the offer, we are going to share it. Okay. All right. So before we end, the chairperson of apps is online and we want to share a word or two. Welcome on board, Farm Ebu.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Wow, thank you, Pharmacist Gabriel. Huh, I could just be like, wow, because really there's been a lot, so much more we can use this to do as pharmacists, even right there in the community pharmacy premises and the hospital, wherever you are. So much, I'm sure we have all gained and learned something so much. Thank you so much, sir, for your time, for the effort. You know, one thing I so much admire in this is just his passion at it. You know, when someone is kind of enjoying something, the passion in which he puts to it is really something else. Yeah, we really appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. We celebrate you. So just like he said, it's very, very affordable. And I'm sure with what you've gotten now, it's nothing compared to what much you will get much more. And imagine having a 1 year mentorship alongside. What else can you be asking for? I don't think you'll find this anywhere else. So you still have much more. You may think you've actually gotten all, but there's still much more that you need to get. So really, we'll be looking up to everyone signing in for this. But just before the classes starts, we still have one more class next week, and I'm sure we're all hooked up and waiting to get more. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, sir. From Gabriel, Abs Kaduna celebrates you. We appreciate you. We say thank you so much. God bless you, sir. Good night, everyone.
Bye. So let's meet in the
Bye
group and talk.
bye.
Bye. Thank you for joining us. Without you, we are nothing. Bye bye. Mungodi.